The third and final week of the preseason is here. A fourth exhibition game is a thing of the past. It's the Jacksonville Jaguars and the Atlanta Falcons, and it comes your way next.
A dazzling facility located here in the heart of Atlanta, Georgia. Welcome inside Mercedes-Benz Stadium. I'm Kate Scott, joined by Brock Hewitt up here in the booth. And here we are, Brock, final week of the preseason. One last tune-up for stars and starters. And, of course, the game where a lot of these great camp stories will clinch a spot on that Week 1 roster.
And I never tire of these great camp stories. And they come from all different backgrounds. Some are undrafted guys, some are vets with a restart of their career. But they use the preseason, in this game in particular, to springboard some momentum into the regular season.
Is teed up, kicking team looks ready. And away we go at Mercedes-Benz Stadium. Return coming from the 6. And he's brought down. The offense will come onto the field. So here are the Jaguars taking over for the first time on offense. And bringing them out in his 4th season since arriving as the #1 overall pick back in 2021, Trevor Lawrence.
Trevor Lawrence has had a remarkable career. Over 50 starts in high school and a winner all the way along. A national champion and 3-year starter at Clemson, and really a starter from day one after the first pick in the draft in Jacksonville. The key for Trevor at this level, though, is to do it season in and season out. That's what the greats before him have done. The Bradys, the Mannings, the #1 picks of the past. If you want to become a great and you want to take your game to another level, you got to do it year in and year out. There's the importance of staying in phase as a defender. He was all over him in coverage, and that really did help force the incompletion.
So after the incompletion, here comes the 2nd down call. Now it's Lawrence. On the move, headed right. He takes it himself.
Now that's a situation, may have worked out better if he'd thrown the ball. His running ability gets him a chunky yards, but still some work to do to get that first down.
All plays on the table here for 3rd and 3. They'll try and pick this up on the ground. And he's caught behind the line for a loss. They'll pause now for an injured player. Regular season just 1 week away. You don't want to see anybody get hurt here. Hopefully something minor as the medical team works on it. On 4th down, it's Logan Cook on for the Jaguars to punt it away. And they avoid a return on the play. This one bounces and gets out at the 25-yard line. So here are the Falcons out on offense for their first drive. And leading them out in his 13th season out of Michigan State is Kirk Cousins.
Well over a decade has started in this league, and Kirk Cousins put up some prolific numbers. The thing that's eluded him, despite all the stats, are those playoff opportunities and those marquee postseason victories. I think Kirk, his family, and everybody rooting for him hopes the final chapters of his career will contain some of those.
Drive starts out with a 1st and 10. Off the play fake, he's going to throw. He finds the open man there, complete. And they make the stop, we're going to say at about the 37-yard line. They get 38 out of the play. And the Falcons will have a first.
Now, right there, that's what you want to see on your opening drive. Boom! Connect on a big shot, and instantly you set a tone that you're not going to be afraid to be aggressive in this game today. Boy, do I love that.
Down inside the 40 now with a first down following that last play. Off the play fake, he's going to throw. And he just gets rid of it. Knew he had a couple of plays left. Didn't want to take a risk there on first down.
Everybody wants to play quarterback until a play like that. Almost no resistance off the ball and the defense ready to maul you. It was all he could do to get rid of it before he gets just clocked.
No dice on that prior pass. Here's second down. Here's Cousins now. An all-around tough play for him. He took a shot on the release, and it definitely affected the throw. It's incomplete.
Well, that's one you chalk up to the pressure earning that incompletion. They came in before he could find a target, hit him, altered that last-second attempt to get rid of it.
Last pass unsuccessful, and they have third down here. Cousins. And he just gets rid of this one, but unfortunately, that means fourth down coming up.
You know, it's a point of emphasis in practice each and every week, no matter where we go. How are we going to attack the coverage on third down? Well, they chose the wrong play off that call sheet that time.
Wow, they must really trusted this guy's range. He's out for what would be a very long field goal. It'll be a 54-yarder from the right hash. Has the distance, but headed well left. No good. And we continue to await our opening score of this ball game.
Man, that is a sound every kicker dreads. I really thought it had a chance to sneak in, but instead, it's rejected by the upright.
Second drive coming up for the Jacksonville offense. They didn't start the game off like they wanted, Brock. Still searching for that opening first down as they take the field a second time. The Jaguars in a good starting spot for this drive. Coming up, 1st and 10. First play, they go quick out to the left, complete. And he's short of the first after a mild gain.
Every once in a while, it's fine to be conservative on first down, especially when you get enough to stay on schedule and get a little something coming out of it, too.
Halfway to the marker, it's 2nd and 5. Now Lawrence. He connects with the rookie from LSU. And he takes it inside the 35 before heading out. That one goes for 17 yards and moves the chains.
Okay, when you watch the combine, you'll watch guys try to make this throw. And without chemistry, it's so hard to execute. That was picture perfect. That's a QB and receiver on the same page because that route, that deep out to the field, that takes just a different level of connectedness.
His shot downfield will wind up incomplete. Couldn't find Brian Thomas Jr. on that throw. And it's going to be 2nd down.
There was a window there for a moment, but boy, did they close the gap before that throw could arrive.
Couldn't connect on first. It's 2nd down. Lawrence throwing here. Escapes the pocket. And he protects himself with a slide there after a decent gain.
You know, Kate, back in the day, we had a slip and slide at practice for moments just like that. Actually practicing how to slide and get out of harm's way. Nice gain on the play and denied that defense yet another chance to take a shot on him.
Falcons going nickel to defend this 3rd down play. Looking to throw, Lawrence. Into traffic, complete. And he'll be brought down here at the 23-yard line. 5 yards on that play and enough for a new set of downs.
You're not going to last long in the National Football League if you don't convert a good chunk of your 3rd downs. Nice find there to continue the series.
Back to throw. Here's Lawrence. He had it for a moment, but a great defensive play to jar it loose. Incomplete.
I think that was a throw, Kate, that just came a little bit too late. What it did is it gave that defense time to come up and deliver a pop and knock the ball loose before he could secure it fully.
So after the incompletion, here comes the 2nd down call. Lawrence looking to throw. That one is incomplete. Couldn't hang on through the contact.
Timing is everything in life, and timing is everything defensively. That throw was just a little bit late and gave the defense time to close, deliver a pop, and knocked that ball loose.
So after that prior incompletion, we've got third down. Here's Lawrence to throw. And even on third down, he sees no choice other than to get rid of it. Not the play they wanted. It's going to be fourth down.
This is why we hear about closing speed so often when you evaluate players. You know, once he senses the pressure, he's getting rid of that ball. It takes a player who can close quickly to get to him before it's released and alter that throw.
And that one is good. A little longer, but no problem at all. And that's going to break our tie and give them a 3-point advantage.
A dependable kicker, man. That is a coach's best friend. Saves him so much stress to have a guy he can really trust to go out and hit it from that distance consistently. Because from that far out, no kick is a guarantee.
The Jaguars ready to send this downfield, and away it goes. This one's fielded at the 4-yard line. And he's brought down just inside the 25 on the return. The Falcons taking the field for their second drive. They left a few on the table their last time out, Brock, settling for a field goal try that missed the mark. They're out and set, 1st and 10. Back now, pressure on its way. It's into the hands of Mooney. And he crosses the sideline a yard or two beyond, it looks like the 30.
I know I can sound like a broken record when I talk about timing and getting the ball out on time and on rhythm, but these outcuts, it is so imperative, and the best of them make it look oh so easy.
Nice spot here for the offense. It's 2nd and 1. From the 32. He throws a bullet deep to the right side. Defender arrives right as the ball does, and the hit knocks it free. Incomplete.
You know, he's not going to be happy the catch was almost made, but he's going to be thrilled that he broke it up. Gives him a chance to do a little jawing after the play. Let that other guy know. He just roughed him up and lost a big catch.
Looking to throw on 3rd and 1. Complete beyond the marker. And that's good yardage there with a new set of downs to boot.
You want to become a quarterback's best friend? Do that. Turn a short little gain, a short little pass into some yards after catch, and that quarterback will find you again.
First and 10 from a yard shy of midfield. Robinson on the inside give. And he's into the front for a gain of about 2.
You know, they got some positive yards. That's a good thing. But too many plays like that, it just is too hard to pile together, get first downs. It gets the better defenses in this league.
8 yards to go. Let's see how they approach this 2nd down. They send the tight end in motion left. From just shy of midfield on 2nd down. Looking across the field, complete. And he's brought down after pushing to that 35-yard line. It's a 13-yard play, and that's enough for the first.
You know, Kate, you'll find teams go to this crossing route concept sometimes a dozen times a game. And a lot of times it's for shorter yardage, but sometimes things break in the right coverage for a much bigger impact play, just like that.
They'll run here on 1st down. And he's brought down for a loss.
Well, he was supposed to be the one who chipped away a few and got a new set of downs started right in rhythm. Instead, he's now forced to pick himself from behind the line thanks to a great effort defensively.
Offense to the line for 2nd down. Throwing now off play action. Caught on the left side. And nothing doing on that run. Defenders bottle it up quickly.
The defenders, they were ready for that throw, stopping him right at the line of scrimmage.
Jaguars with an extra defensive back out there. 3rd down. Back to throw. Cousins. Finds a man on the right side. And they stop him. He's marked down along that 18-yard line. Give him 18 yards on that play, Brock, and it gets him a 1st down.
I'm not sure how this defense let that guy slip through him like that. On 3rd down, nonetheless, he took that snap as an opportunity, and man, did he make an impact play.
He brings the offense up now for a 1st and 10. Working inside the red zone. And he's just going to get rid of this one. Smart move there. When you saw the field, it's going to be 2nd down. Still sticking with the passing game. He'll get this complete to Mooney. And he takes this one down to the 10 before hitting that sideline.
Kate, if you and I took a whirlwind tour and watched young quarterbacks, the hardest route to complete is this one. A lot of them could throw go routes and slants and drags and in cuts, but throwing that out route takes some time, takes some precision, and a whole bunch of trust between QB and receiver.
Here he is to throw on 3rd and 2. The throw is caught. And he's tackled with the 1st down yardage.
You know, they call that the money down for a reason, because you're just simply not going to last long in the NFL if you don't convert a good portion of your 3rd downs. It's the money down. And nice to see them roll the dice and continue the series.
Here's Cousins. And he's not going to escape this. The Jags drop him. Good pressure from the defense there has them trending in the wrong direction.
Well, now this is certainly going to make 2nd and goal considerably more difficult. He could have gotten rid of it to avoid the big loss, but give some credit here to the defense as well. That pressure was suffocating, and it's going to make it a more difficult now 2nd and goal situation.
It's 2nd and goal. Another try following the sack. This one's caught. And he has it down to the 8-yard line on the play.
Kid, I promise you, if you and I got to travel the country and watch young quarterbacks, even really good high school quarterbacks, out routes are the hardest to complete. Slants, goes, fades, all that stuff comes somewhat naturally, but really trusting yourself to throw that out route, that comes with time and experience.
And the Jaguars are there. He's hauled down. And the pressure drives them backwards.
Sometimes I wish everybody could feel what that feels like. When you're a QB and you just feel the air in the pocket getting sucked out and you know there's no escape, it can be just one heck of a deflating feeling. Not for that defense who puts a sack on the board.
He's already attempted one this quarter, and now they're going to bring him on again. This will be around a 33-yarder for him. And it is good. No problems there on the shorter attempt. And we're all tied up now in the 1st half.
So he makes up for his earlier miss in the game. He knocks that one right through. And it's important for him to move past that early miss, Kate, because you never know if he's going to be needed for a big moment when we get to the 4th.
The Falcons kickoff team out there as they'll send this away. This return starts at the 5. And great starting field position here as they bring him down beyond the 40. Now the Jaguars getting set to go. And they settled for a field goal on their last series, so points are a positive, but they'll look to upgrade to a touchdown here.
When you get contributions like that out of your kickoff returner, it is such a boost to an offense. This is about showing no fear, hitting the lane hard, a determined run back, and setting your offense up with great field position.
The Jaguars in a good starting spot for this drive. Coming up, 1st and 10. They'll try it left with Etienne. Escapes a defender. And he heads out of bounds. Great pickup on that run. They'll get 18 yards there. And that's a Jaguar 1st down.
You know, the elite running backs in this league, they don't just see what's right in front of them. You set up big runs like this because they see what's behind them. That's called extraordinary vision and extra yards.
Etienne again. Again, he hits the second level. And he's going to be taken down at the 28. Big gain, 14 on the play. And that'll be good for a Jacksonville 1st down.
To be a stud back in this league, it takes more than just checking the athletic boxes. There's an IQ, a feel, a patience and craftiness required along with just tremendous vision. He showed all of it navigating that run up the middle.
And the defense is all over this one for a big loss.
That's got to be so frustrating for the runner. You're fighting the good fight. You even rip through a tackle to stay afloat, but the blocking can't buy you enough time or room to even get back to the line of scrimmage.
Everyone's prepped. It's 2nd down now. Throwing off the play fake here. Coming deep behind the line. Oh, the ball is out. And this is going to be a turnover. The defense forces the big play.
Well, you can just see the QB scanning, can't you? He's moving, he's looking downfield, but everything covered up on the back end. That 2nd and 3rd level defenders did their job, and what did it do? Well, free that pass rush up to strip the ball away from the QB.
Now here come the Falcons on offense. And the last drive did end in points. Not as many as they wanted, though. They had to settle for that field goal despite advancing the football pretty well. The Falcons in good field position here as they start out 1st and 10. Throwing now following the turnover. He had it for a moment, but a great defensive play to jar it loose. Incomplete.
As a defense, you got to see the pass. You got to time up your hit, and you got to jar that ball loose. Not a lot of offensive players are hanging on to that one through a well-placed hit.
No dice on that prior pass. Here's 2nd down. Out of the gun, they'll give it to him inside. Robinson a 1st down and more. And he gets this down to the 38. Big gainer here as he picks up 20. And it's good for an Atlanta 1st down.
I'll tell you what, Kay, one of the things I'm most proud of coming out of broadcast are my O-line buddies that will hit me up during the game and say thank you. Thank you for finally showing some love and giving some light to what those big boys are doing up front. I got to play with some of the best to do it. I got to see it up close and personal. Because of it, I'll never forget it. And they just showed up on that run.
To the air, Cousins. Into the hands of Pitts. And he's brought down at about that 27-yard line. And that one goes for a gain of 11. And the Falcons will have a 1st.
I love throwing on 1st down. And when you see a 1st down pass just like that, it's taking advantage of a matchup you planned for, and you go out and execute.
Shotgun snap, looking to throw. Here's a quick throw, and it's caught on the slant. And they've got him down near the red zone at the 22.
Good luck defending that short yardage slant. Just not going to happen. There's a reason this is a go-to play for just about any quarterback in every situation.
Halfway to the marker, it's 2nd and 5. Looking to throw, Cousins. He'll get this complete to Pitts. And they will score. It's an Atlanta touchdown! The Falcons capitalize take the lead. Kyle Pitts with a touchdown. So, Brock, this offense starting to find its rhythm a bit as they finish things with a touchdown there to give them the lead.
And the key word there that you said is finish, because you want to have that mindset, even in early in the game, that field goals aren't going to cut it. So that's great work to make sure they finish with 6 points.
Young Hui Koo on for the point after. That one splits the uprights. And they'll continue adding to their lead. Falcons kickoff team out there as they'll send this away. This one's fielded at the 40-yard line. And this drive will start inside the 25. Out now runs the Jaguars offense. They watch their fumble turn into points, so feeling maybe a little bit of an urge to make up for that now in this series. And the drive will start out with a 1st and 10. Out of the shotgun, they'll give it to him inside. And that carry only nets one on the plunge off the gut.
I think one thing you learn, Kate, when you transition from college to the NFL, not every run is going to be a big play. Some of them, well, they're just destined to end in a minimal gain, and some of them will set up that critical play action for later.
They'll come to the line here, 2nd and 9. Now Lawrence. Short pass caught by his tight end. And he's tackled after gaining a handful.
Quarterbacks will look for their tight end short in just about any situation. They take away the deeper options. Well, there's their consistent source of positive yardage, the trusty tight end.
Here they come. This is 3rd and 5. Looking to throw. Lawrence. That's caught for the 1st. And he's going to go down right along the midfield stripe. That chunk worth a nice 21 yards. And that's a Jaguar 1st down.
I may love watching a great thrower, but I love watching a well-done route too, Kate. Make that guy think you're trying to stack him only to drop your hips and cut right inside. Some good work to help reset those chains.
The drive picks up here, 1st and 10. They'll give this up the middle to ETN. And he'll cross the 50 and start pushing onto the opposing side of the field. Give him 5 on that carry, bringing up 2nd and 5.
You gain that kind of yardage in the run game, and you're going to gain the trust of your offensive coordinator. Plays like that, runs like that, set the table for everything else in the playbook.
Halfway to the marker, it's 2nd and 5. Trying to throw here out of the gun. Short pass caught by his tight end. And he takes it just inside the 40, down to the 39. That one gains 7. And that'll be good for a Jacksonville 1st down.
I'm sure Coach and play caller doesn't mind making the job a little bit easier. You know, play calling's a lot simpler and easier when you count on the offense to move the chains on those early downs.
On 1st down, they'll run. And he gets a few on the plunge forward.
You know, not a ton of yards, but still showing that commitment to the ground game. The type of run that keeps the defense from loading up in coverage and focusing entirely on that passing game.
2nd down now, 7 to go. They go right back to ETN. And he'll get this down at the 33-yard line. They got 2 yards there, and that leaves them with 3rd down and 5.
You know, Kate, I like to call these body blows. Body blows. You got to be committed to running the football. Even if it doesn't move the chains, I guarantee you that wear and tear will pay dividends later.
Now it's Lawrence. Justin Simmons. And the Falcons are going to take over after the interception. Oh boy, they cleaned up the fumbling issues from the last drive, and now it's an interception that turns the ball over.
Yeah, and two very different tones and tenors on these two sidelines. One coach is pleading, begging for some ball security. The other is simply saying, keep it up, boys. Keep taking that ball away. Job well done.
Here's the Falcon offense headed out. They'll try to emphasize what worked on their last drive, which ended, Brock, in a touchdown. The Falcons in good field position here as they start out 1st and 10. Now it's Cousins. That one's complete to London. And he drives this across midfield and down into enemy territory.
That is the epitome of staying on schedule. That kind of completion right there on 1st down. Well, it opens up the entirety of the playbook for 2nd down. And with 3rd and short in your back pocket, you can get even more aggressive and take that shot.
They just get the play off. And that is how our first quarter will end as that pass falls incomplete. We will not get another play in here. That's going to do it for quarter number 1. Neither side separating much so far. We'll make our return to Mercedes-Benz Stadium after this. Back for our second quarter. It's Falcons football. They've got 3rd and 2 to start out. Here's Robinson up the middle. And he's going to be brought down at the 35-yard line. They come through with a nice gain of 10 and a 1st down.
You love a huddle? Okay, you really do. You love a huddle full of guys like this who just know how to keep the drive moving forward. There's some trust there that he's going to get the job done, and he's going to get another shot, I would guess, down the line.
Throwing his Cousins. Complete out to the right side. And he's brought down after a short gain.
He's just one of those guys, Kate. Even when he's not open, he's still a target thanks to that physicality and his ability to just play bully ball. They don't like forcing into coverage, but sometimes when you got a bully like him that can create space, you just find a way to get him the ball.
Here we go, 2nd and 9. Oh, he lost the football. And this is going to stay with the offense as he makes the recovery. Ooh, so close to a big play defensively there, Brock, but now these guys got to stay out there. They were unable to bring in the fumble. They just forced.
They do. Got to bring a little bit of juice, but kind of like a boxer when they get a guy cut, they know. Man, if I get that first cut, I can make him bleed. And you get that ball out the first time, I guarantee you, I promise you, those guys are thinking they'll get it the next.
Here's the give on 3rd and short. And that's good yardage with a new set of downs.
Win the early battle. Get a little leverage. Low man wins off the line, and that's all that was needed to ensure that 1st down right there.
He brings the offense up now for a 1st and 10. From the red zone now. He completes it in traffic. And he'll get this inside the 10 to the 9.
Well, that's a pretty similar result to a 1st down run play. Moves it forward, keeps you on schedule, and makes 2nd and 3rd down a whole lot easier to manage.
Halfway to the marker, it's 2nd and 5. Here's Cousins now. And it's caught. And he's brought down real close to that goal line at the 1. A nice gain of 8 there, and it brings them to 1st and goal.
That's just great instincts. Go air it out on 2nd down rather than just play conservative and run it. They hit a weak point in the coverage and don't need to worry about 3rd down at all.
They'll try and punch it in. And he's in. It's an Atlanta touchdown. The Falcons grow their lead off the turnover. It's a Bijan Robinson touchdown. So, Brock, this offense looking sharp here in the first half as they extend their lead.
You know, and when things are going well, sometimes you really just get into a groove. And this is a unit that's putting the pieces together.
Koo on now for the extra point. That one right down the middle. And they'll continue adding to their lead. Falcons kickoff team out there as they'll send this away. Return starts at the 9. And he's brought down. The offense will come onto the field. Well, we've already seen some nice plays here, and we're going to see plenty more before this game ends. But you might be thinking, with plays like that, my guys' ratings should be better. Well, you're not alone. You got a chance to let the Madden ratings hotline know just what you're thinking. Give them a call, 1-844-MADDEN-1, and make your case for who should get a boost. Offense ready to begin this drive, 1st and 10. Looking to throw here and shake off that previous INT. And this one gets to the 33-yard line before it's stopped.
That is a textbook first down completion. Sets up second and very manageable and creates space to take that shot downfield.
2nd and 3 now. Inside handoff goes to Etienne. And he's dropped just short of the marker, maybe a yard away. Third down, 1 yard to go. Another carry for him. And he'll get taken down after advancing this to the 37. He only finds a window for 2, but that's still enough for a first down.
Yeah, I get it. Fans will measure running backs' merit by touchdowns, yards, the fantasy football world we live in. But as coaches and teammates, Kate, we want something a little bit more. They want to see plays like that. A guy who will always get the short yards in a critical spot like that.
Back to the well again. Breaks through, and he might break away. And they finally bring him down, but that is a big gain and a new set of downs. This one goes for an even 25 yards. And that's a Jaguar first down.
Hey, look, Kate, you can't just ask one tackler to go mano-a-mano and stop this guy. You got to have the cavalry coming. One guy makes a hit, the others are there to clean up and pile on because one-on-one, he's going to run right through you.
Markers reset, ball at the 37. They'll give up the gut to Bigsby. And he's brought down after a nice gain and a first down.
Yeah, you want to get above 5 yards to carry? You want to put together runs like that. And I'll tell you what else a run like that does, Kate. That sets up the play action. Right? When you really just gouge and gash a defense like that, the next time you run that action, they're going to be thinking running the ball to go right over their head.
This time it's a passing play. Throw wheeled in by Thomas. And they have this well into the red zone now at the 15. It's a pickup of 11. And that'll be good for a Jacksonville first down.
That is what elite offenses are all about. Why worry about 3 downs when you need only 1? Move the chains in one play and keep driving that defense backwards.
Trying it Right side with ETN. And that play is brought to a halt, they're going to say, at the 5-yard line.
Well, that doesn't net a first down. You get yards like that in the run game, you will take it in the NFL.
Options are open here. It's 2nd and inches. Design bootleg here. And he doesn't see a window he likes, so he just got rid of that one. And brings up 3rd down.
And this is why scouts talk about a player's closing speed, Kate. You know, once he senses the pressure, he's getting rid of that ball. It takes a player who can close quickly to get to him before it's released. And that sure altered the throw.
Still inches to go on 3rd down. Lawrence to throw it. And he will score. Touchdown, Jacksonville. The Jaguars make it a 1-score game in the first half. Well, they definitely wanted to get that one out quick, Brock. They did just that, and it ends in 6.
We hear it all the time, but it is so true, Kate. This is a game about matchups. And when you see a throw that quick, it really was determined pre-snap. It was great design and tremendous execution.
They're out to try and tack on the extra point. And the extra point is up, and it is good. And just like that, we're back to a 1-possession ball game as the kickoff is away. That's going to be taken in at the 8. And in the end, he's able to get it to what used to be a touchback. It's at the 25 after the return. And he sure has put on that chef's hat to dice up their defense early in this one. Quite the appetizer that he's prepared to what could be a great overall performance. They'll get this drive started. 1st and 10. Tight end in motion left. Out of the gun, they'll look to throw. Nice work by the back here. Playing safety valve complete. And he's got a decent gain before being brought down.
Kate, I don't know why every once in a while I'll get these little flashbacks, but a little play like that just flashes me back to the preseason, my first preseason. When one of the veteran QBs said, hey, Brock, whatever you do, just find completions. You will never go broke taking a profit. Go get a completion. They're at a premium in this league.
And the cover just too good there. Didn't find a throw that he was confident in, so just throws it away. 3rd down coming up.
Boy, offenses that connect in this intermediate zone are so effective. Getting a completion in that area, it not just sparks your offense, but it just turns that aggressive meter way up. They just couldn't quite find the connection.
Throwing on 3rd and long. Tight end reels in the shallow throw. And that tackle stops him after a solid gain.
Those kind of completions are so frustrating, Kate. It's like a putt. You got it on line, you feel good about it's going in the hole, but you never want to leave it short.
So with the Falcons set to punt on 4th, on comes Bradley Pinion. And he'll get under this one and make the fair catch at the 19-yard line. No return on that punt. And that is where they'll start the next drive. They're out and set. 1st and 10. From the gun, ETN gets it. He's out in the clear. And They catch up to him, but not until he's got a huge gain and a first down. They get 22 on that one. And that's a Jaguar first down.
Those outside runs so critical for running back, quarterback, O-line to hit their targets. They got a target area to expose that defense and make the most of it. And that offense just put on display some teaching tape for it.
Big shot to begin the drive, has him up beyond the 40. They give it to him again. In the middle holes, they don't get anything on the run. Call it no gain on that run, and they face 2nd and 10.
Big man up front said, not in my house. Let me tell you, Kate, once you're in the grasp of one of those big old fellas on the D-line, you're done. They would say it on the East Coast like this, it's over. Over.
Back-to-back carries here. And he pushes forward, but they don't get much there. Give him 3 that time. That's going to bring up 3rd and 7. Fakes the handoff, now to throw. He has the first over the middle. And he's stopped at the 31-yard line. It's a 24-yard gash, and it gives them the first down.
That's what we call situational football. You spend all week working on your nickel passing game package to take advantage of 3rd downs just like that.
They've got first down from the 31. Hits his man on the out route. And this is down to the 28 before the defense halts it.
Kate, if there was one throw in the game plan that kept me up at night more than any other, it was an out route versus zone coverage. Because you got to throw with anticipation, but you also got to make sure those defenders' eyes aren't reading you like a book.
Second and 6 now. He's got it near the 8. And this one's stopped at the 3-yard line. They rip off a big chunk of field, and it sets them up with 1st and goal.
I'll tell you this, you don't want to make a living throwing into double coverage, but double coverage and still finding a way to beat the defense and haul it in. That's not a situation many players win, and there aren't a lot of quarterbacks willing to make that throw and trust their receiver to get it done.
They'll break the huddle and come up on 1st and goal. Working inside the red zone. And that one's incomplete, but boy, are they lucky it wasn't intercepted. That was a risky shot, but fortunately, they still have 2nd down coming up.
Oh, that was such an opportunity lost. They were looking for a way out without giving up any points on the series. And instead, well, he just couldn't quite hang on.
He gets it headed right. And he pushed for it, but they managed to stop him at the 2. Just a couple on that play. It's going to be 3rd and goal.
Well, you get a little bit closer, but you can feel the pressure starting to mount. Unless you're committed to playing 4 downs here, this becomes a critical 3rd down call.
So now, here's 3rd and goal. Back to throw. Here's Lawrence. The back grabs it. And he's brought down real close to that goal line at the 1.
Here we go. Here's one of those game situations that just puts a smile on my face because I can think from Pop Warner to the NFL. Everybody on the field's thinking the same thing. Can we go for it? Can we get one more shot as you end up just short on that 3rd down?
Trying to throw for it on this 4th down. And he will score. Touchdown, Jacksonville. The Jaguars can tie it up in the 2nd after cutting into the lead. Well, good luck stopping the big fella that close to the goal line, Brock. I've always thought that the distance right there is just made for tight ends to score touchdowns.
Yeah, and it's not just the sport that you also love to cover in basketball. It's all about matchups. You get near the red zone and into the end zone, matchups become critical. And when you got a dude like this that's a mismatch maker, you feed him.
Kicking team on to try the PAT. And he puts it through. We are all tied up again. The Jaguars ready to send this downfield, and away it goes. Here's a return from the 7. And he's brought down. The offense will come onto the field. The Falcons and running back Bijan Robinson getting set to begin another drive. They were only on the field for 3 plays their prior series, Brock. Let's see what changes they make to take over here. Drive starts out with a 1st and 10. To the air, Cousins. And he just hucks this one away. Wasn't going to risk a throw or force something. It brings up 2nd down. Robinson on the inside give. And he's up to the 35-yard line as they reel him in. 6 yards to pick up there. That's going to bring up 3rd and 4.
Fans love the long ball in baseball. It's like they got the home run derby. But you know what? Talk to managers, and they will tell you small ball can win too. Singles and doubles, you add them up, you could win a lot of baseball games. Football coaches will tell you get runs of that length. It may not be a home run. It may not score points, but it can do some serious damage.
Falcons take a 2nd quarter lead. So no mistaking that play call, Brock. They send everybody on deep goes, and it winds up paying off. What a play.
And you'd think on the other side defensively they'd be ready for this. But this is truly a breakdown in the secondary. They're just not able to make a play on the ball in the air. And the end result, as you said, a big play and a touchdown.
Coup on now for the extra point. That one splits the uprights. And they'll continue adding to their lead. Falcons kickoff team out there as they'll send this away. That's going to be taken in at the 8. Returns looking good so far. And great starting field position here as they bring him down beyond the 40. They get that big old marker out, cross a major number off his roadmap after that last drive. He's reached one of the marks that every back strives to hit at some point during the season. The Jaguars in a good starting spot for this drive. Coming up, 1st and 10. First play, they go quick out to the left, complete. And they push this down to the opposing 47-yard line. And that one goes for a gain of 11. And that'll be good for a Jacksonville first down.
I know the Combine tries to test everything it possibly can physically, but I don't know how you test courage at the Combine because there's nobody defending you. Nobody wants to hit you. But that was the epitome of courage to make that in cut and make the catch.
That's complete. Here's Kirk. And they get there to take him down right around the 41. After a good pickup, they've got 2nd and 4. From the 41. Here's a throw on the out route. Complete. And he's able to get it to the 2 before the stop. They rip off a big chunk of field, and it sets them up with 1st and goal.
I love this, Kate. No issues at all going to this receiver in the short field because they know at any time when this man touches the ball, he can transform a short completion into a big play.
So a crazy first half has finally reached the 2-minute warning. The Jaguars with the football. This offense in position now. It's 1st and goal. Out of the gun to give to Etienne. And he's not going to reach the end zone. They bring him down at the 1. It's 2 yards on the gain, and now it'll be 2nd and goal.
Hey, I get it on 1st and goal, right? A lot of teams like to be conservative and limit risk. Even if a run is stopped short, you still got 2, sometimes 3 downs to play with.
Lawrence looking to throw. And he will score. Touchdown, Jacksonville. The Jaguars earn the chance to tie it before halftime. It seems like a lot of the time, Brock, even if the results aren't quite as flashy every rep, tight ends are even more reliable scorers than a lot of receivers are when it comes to the passing game.
Yeah, I would agree with that, but there's also a lot more real estate for them to work with, right? Think of the receivers. They got to deal with the sidelines, that 12th defender. Many of these tight ends, they've got a ton of field to work with, and when they prove to the quarterback they could be a difference maker, he'll look for them.
Looking to tack on the point after. And he puts it through. We are all tied up again. The Jaguars ready to send this downfield, and away it goes. Here's a return from the 7. He's got a lane up past the 30. And they'll start this drive in good position, a little shy of the 40. And we're all hoping his hot start can continue. He's been putting up some numbers early in this contest. The Falcons in good field position here as they start out 1st and 10. Now it's Cousins. Got a man. Robinson has it. And just gets back to the line of scrimmage.
Defense all over that throw. You could just smell it. They just smelled that football coming their way, and that's as good as an incompletion. And they're going to be in a good spot. 2nd down coming up.
Now the Falcons trying to get everyone up and set here. 2nd and 10 now. Rifles it, and it's caught. And he's able to move past the 45 before going out.
As a quarterback, when you have an out route versus man coverage, you're just hoping and just praying your offensive guy could turn the hips of that defender. And once you see that, you got to cut it loose and let it go. just as they did right there.
Looking to throw on 3rd and 2. No hesitation, and that one's caught. And he's down. Looks like they made the stop at the 46-yard line. They'll come up 1st and 10. Here's Cousins now. That one is incomplete. Couldn't hang on through the contact. That one intended for Drake London. So that brings up 2nd down.
See the pass, time up your hit, and jar that ball loose. Not a lot of players are hanging on through a well-placed hit like that one.
Couldn't connect on 1st. It's 2nd down. Here's Cousins. Got a man, coverage lost him, complete. And they're going to haul him down a step before the 30, right at the 31. Up to the line, and they're set. 1st and 10. Throwing it again here. And he just gets rid of it. Knew he had a couple of plays left. Didn't want to take a risk there on 1st down.
You know, in the NFL, offensive-minded teams will call it a perfect Friday. They don't want the ball to hit the ground once. And especially on these short to intermediate throws, you got to count on those being efficient and effective.
Throwing it again on 2nd down. Short pass caught by his tight end. They rip off a big chunk of field, and it sets him up with 1st and goal.
Good offenses. Okay, good play callers know how to utilize their personnel. They know where they wanted him. They wanted him on a route in space where he could make that initial play comfortably, but then go to work after it.
4 downs now to get in. Here's 1st and goal. From the red zone now. And he can't hang on. Touchdown in his arms, but it slips through. 2nd down coming up.
Yeah, that's one that's going to haunt him. There's just no question about it. A drop touchdown in the end zone. Now comes the mental toughness part of it. You got to flush that play quickly so you can make an impact later.
Throwing his Cousins. That one's incomplete in the end zone. Thought he had a touchdown there. And now it'll be 3rd and goal.
That play right there, Kate, that just goes to show you can't take any completion for granted. Even some of the shortest passes in the game plan.
Buckle up. It's 3rd and goal. Looking to throw. Cousins. And they will score. It's an Atlanta touchdown. The Falcons take the lead just before halftime. Drake London with a touchdown. All right, partner, what do you think? Was that a design read, or did he just see space and he was reacting more on the old quarterback instinct there?
Yes. I think yes on both of them, and that play happens so fast that it really is instincts on both sides.
Now we have a stoppage. No challenges inside of 2 minutes and a half, but the replay official wants to take another look at this on their own. Well, he sure made his best effort, but did he manage to keep this one from hitting the ground?
And this is one of the most challenging calls for the replay booth. A number of years ago, Kate, it was fun. I got to go sit at the replay convention. Honest to God, they have them. They have officials conventions, replay conventions, and these complete incompletes can be some of the most difficult to judge.
Those points safe on the scoreboard. The touchdown upheld upon review. Koo on now for the extra point. That one right down the middle. And they'll continue adding to their lead. Falcons kickoff team out there as they'll send this away. And he opts not to bring this one out, so they're going to enjoy some good starting field position from the 30. And with a half of football left to play, we can see already how close he is to that 100-yard mark in this game. Got to think that he stands a good chance of reaching it with plenty of time left to go. Only 17 seconds left for him as they begin this drive. All right, keeping it simple. They're just going to call a give right up the middle. And the defense gets there to force a small loss. That's the end of 2 in Atlanta. The Falcons really spreading their wings. They're out in front so far. Now we'll send you south to our Orlando studios for the EA Sports Halftime Report with Jonathan Coachman.
Okay, Kate, thanks very much. This, the final game on the preseason schedule for these two teams. After this comes final cut downs, and then we get started for real. The countdown is on for the NFL kickoff game on the Thursday after Labor Day. We saw a couple of high-octane offenses getting it done in the first half. Both teams had no problems moving the football. And you have to think, the team whose defense shows up in the second half is going to be the one who walks out of here with a victory.
The first half controlled by the offenses, Brock. Let's see if the defenses can take over in the second half. We're underway. This return starts at the 5. And in the end, Brock, an exciting touchback as the return comes out to the 30. The Falcons and Kirk Cousins headed back out to the field now. And as we're reminded of some of the highlights of this game, his touchdowns ranking quite high among them. We're going to see 3 of them here, and if you're scoring like that, Brock, it normally means you've had a pretty darn good game.
Oh, there's no question about it, Kate. That just infuses everybody. A little more bounce in your step now, both in and out of the huddle. And you want to pay off your special teams that sets you up for success.
1st and 10 now from the 30. Off the play fake, he's going to throw. Blitz is there, and he goes down. And the big play drives them backwards. 2nd down coming up.
In theory, Kate, that's exactly what complementary man coverage is supposed to look like. The DBs, well, they're sticky on the back end of it. The front end, that pass rush, it makes an impact that gets home. But of course we know, it's not that simple. It is really tough to lock down a full field for more than a second or two.
All right, here we go. 2nd down. Another try following the sack. Oh, he put everything he had into that throw. And it falls incomplete. Went for the deep ball there, but just couldn't connect.
Well, Kate, that wasn't a fast enough break for the interception, but it was good enough and a good enough break to break on the ball, get a finger on it, and force the incompletion.
No connection on the last play, and now it's 3rd down. Back to throw, Cousins. Oh, he's got a man wide open, complete. And he does quite a bit of damage before they finally take him down.
You know, Kate, we often talk about flipping the field in special teams, right? A kick return, a good punt. Well, an explosive play like that does the exact same thing. Look at the difference in field position. By hitting on that shot, you've totally flipped the field and the tone of this drive.
So a massive gain, and all of a sudden, we've got 1st and 10 inside the red zone. Cousins. This throw is cut. And he almost gets to the 5. He goes out at the 6.
There's no route on the old proverbial route tree, Kate, that takes more trust than throwing an out route. You're throwing it to a spot and believing your guy can get there.
Nice spot here for the offense. It's 2nd and 1. They are throwing it again. Defender arrives right as the ball does, and the hit knocks it free. Incomplete.
True story, Kate. After practice one time, the head coach in the NFL said, "I'm done with my fault. I'm done with my bad. No more of that tapping on your chest." That was an example of the quarterback delivering a perfect pass, and the receiver, do your job.
Looking to throw on 3rd and 1. Has it in close. And they will score. It's an Atlanta touchdown. The Falcons grow the lead coming out of halftime. Kyle Pitts with a touchdown. His 2nd scoring catch of the game. Well, in a close game, they needed somebody to make that type of play. Now it pushes their lead to a couple of scores and makes a comeback that much more difficult.
You know, Kate, their offense did its part and padded the lead. Now it's up to this defense to make this 2-score lead hold up and carry it across the finish line.
That one splits the uprights, and they'll continue adding to their lead. The Falcons kickoff team out there as they'll send this away. That's going to be taken in at the 8. Returns looking good so far. And he gets across the 30 before he's brought down. Jacksonville heading out there on offense. Their work really cut out for him now, partner, to follow up that touchdown and get things back to a 1-score game. It's a new set of downs for him at the 32. They'll run here on 1st down. And he'll get it up near the 38-yard line before going down. They'll pause now for an injured player. Regular season just 1 week away. You don't want to see anybody get hurt here. Hopefully something minor as the medical team works on it. After a good pickup, they've got 2nd and 4. ETN again. Breaks the tackle, still going. And he'll pick up enough to move the chains.
Kate, I know you can see that smile on my face as we stand next to each other. Sure, I love that run. But I'm thinking about some great running backs. In fact, Corey Dillon, who created a lot of negative grades on my play sheet because I didn't want to carry out no fake. I wanted to watch the damage he could do like we just saw.
That one falls incomplete. Couldn't make the connection deep downfield.
I think it's safe to say that without that ball being tipped, we are looking at a big game. It's a missed opportunity to push that offense, but an even better play defensively to deny the throw.
So after the incompletion, here comes the 2nd down call. There's a give up the middle. And he'll push this upfield and earn them a new set of downs.
Offensive coordinators tell us all the time, big runs only happen with coordinated efforts. Great blocking to spring them. Guys hitting blocks downfield, and a back who can show off his wheels.
New set of downs for him at the 38. First down, and they go right back to it. And they bring him down around the 34. Give him 4 that time, so 6 to go on 2nd down.
That is just a good, solid run right there. I know, it's pretty basic commentary, but sometimes football can be basic. It keeps you on schedule, that kind of yards per carry, and you move the sticks.
2nd and 6 now. That's Thomas. He's got it. And they haul him down just a foot or two shy of the red zone. A nice gain of 13 yards as it brings up a first down.
Well, that is pretty darn impeccable timing between the two. To hit a curl route of that length, it takes great anticipation and precision by the quarterback, and the receiver on the other end finishing it, doing his job.
Finding Davis. They get 19, and now they're going to have first and goal.
Sure seems like he knew exactly what he wanted, and he got it, going right where he wanted to with the ball off the snap.
They'll break the huddle and come up on first and goal. Here's a handoff up the gut. And he's into the end zone. Touchdown, Jacksonville. The Jaguars start the second half with some needed points. Travis Etienne, the touchdown. All right, so the offense does its job, Brock. Now they need their defense to give them a chance to overcome that big deficit.
The momentum in the building's clearly changed. We can feel it here in the booth, but you're right. It's now up to the defense to make a stop and give them a chance.
Now they'll try the point after. And the kick is good. And just like that, we're back to a one-possession ball game as the kickoff is away. This return starts at the 5. Finds some space. He's past the 30. And it's a nice return here. They'll tackle him shy of the 35. And on that last drive, Brock, he crossed a notable threshold in passing yards for the season. Always nice when you can reach one of those plateaus to look back on after the year's over. Here's first and 10 from the 34. To the air, Cousins. Short pass caught by his tight end. And they'll take him down at the 43-yard line.
That's what you call efficiency. Exactly what you're looking for on first down. Textbook. It sets up second and very manageable, and then creates that space if you want to take a shot downfield.
Nice spot here for the offense. It's 2nd and 1. Now the give for Bijan. And he's caught behind the line for a loss.
Kate, it's amazing how fast these guys are on the field and how fast your fortunes can turn. Second and short run, you're feeling good about yourself. But with a negative play, well, now comes a critical third down.
All plays on the table here for 3rd and 3. Now looking to throw. Complete beyond the marker. And he's tackled with the first down yardage.
They like to say it's about the Jimmies and the Joes. I think that's about the X's and the O's. That's a well-drawn-up completion that nets them a first down.
New set of downs for him from the 46. They motion the tight end over. On first down, they'll run. And he drives into a pile of defenders and is stopped right at the line. No gain there that time, and it's 2nd and 10.
When you rush the passer, it's kind of like tracking down a runner. That same pass, same athleticism comes to life. He looked pretty good hunting his prey right there.
2nd and 10, need to get some positive yardage here. Here's a throw. And he doesn't see a window he likes, so he just got rid of that one. And it brings up third down.
That is normally a gimme for this offense, these short throws. But the defense, well, they had just enough influence on that play to force the incompletion.
Last pass unsuccessful, and they have third down here. Looking for a throw here. And this one is dropped and incomplete. He had the pick in his hands, couldn't hang on. It's going to be fourth down.
I think I could see his eyes from the booth. He was envisioning the return and simply dropped it. You got to secure the pick before anything else.
The Falcons getting ready for the punt. And he's getting the call for the second time this game. Ooh, it's away, but he knows he mishit that one. Headed for the sideline. So this one goes out of bounds inside the 20, but not by much. They're giving him the 18-yard line. The Jaguars, down running back Travis Etienne, trotting back out to the field. And I think they'd be content doing everything the same as their prior drive and getting another touchdown here. And the drive will start out with a 1st and 10. Out of the gun, they'll give it to him inside. And he's brought down after a nice run and some extra effort. Give him 9 yards. He almost moved the chains there. It's going to be 2nd and 1.
This dude was just not going to be stopped. Not by the first defender. Heck, not even by the second one who was able to bring him down. No, it took a few shots before this crew could finally get this beast down.
Handoff on 2nd and short. And he'll pick up enough to move the chains.
I'm not kidding you, Kate. A run of that length at the NFL level, honestly, is the equivalent of a run of 15-plus at the high school level. It's hard in the run game to make yards, and they just got a very successful one.
1st down, ball at the 36. They go right back to Etienne. And this one doesn't go far. Only 2 yards, and it brings up 2nd and 8. From the 38. Quick hitter complete. And he's taken down directly on that 43-yard line. It's a gain of 19 on the play. And that's a Jaguar 1st down.
It sure seemed like he knew exactly where he was going with that right off the snap.
Let's see how they attack this 1st down, Brock, from the 43. Throwing now, off play action. He finds the open man there, complete. And they bring him down at the 18-yard line. That goes as a gain of 25 yards and picks up the 1st.
I think my favorite part was the magic he worked after the catch. The way he took the completion and made so much more out of it by adding all the extra yardage.
Still on the move, coming to the line for 1st and 10. Now we give to Etienne running right. And he's able to manage a couple on that run. Eight yards to go. Let's see how they approach this 2nd down. From the 16. He brings it in. And he'll be taken down at the last possible moment. He's at the 1. That one goes for 15, and now they're going to have 1st and goal.
Nice to see that connection, that chemistry working between the two of them.
This offense in position now. It's 1st and goal. Looking to throw, Lawrence. And he will score. Touchdown, Jacksonville. The Jaguars can tie it up after hitting pay dirt in the 3rd. So they punch it in for 6, Brock, and now a conversion away from tying this game back up.
This one just has the feel, doesn't it? The makings of a one-score game in the 4th quarter that could go either way.
Extra point attempt coming up. And he puts it through. We are all tied up again. The Jaguars ready to send this downfield, and away it goes. Return coming from the 6. And he gets across the 30 before he's brought down. And he'll be happy to keep letting it fly as much as he has all game. Look at these numbers. They show just how effective he's been in captaining this offense. They've got 1st down from the 31. Here's Cousins now. It's incomplete. Risky throw to the sideline. They're lucky that defender didn't keep on going down the sideline there. It's going to be 2nd down.
Gosh, you could just almost feel his eyes up here, Kate, getting huge, right? He was envisioning the return, and he simply dropped it. Got to secure that pick before you think of anything else.
2nd and 10 now. Splits a couple of defenders and completes it. And he's short of the 1st after a mild gain.
You know, I'm really not sure if that was an intentionally brave play to challenge double coverage or just simply not seeing the 2 defenders. Either way, what a tremendous throw and catch that earns some momentum.
Shotgun now on 3rd down. It's tipped away and he's going to hit the ground incomplete. Defender winning that rep. That brings up 4th down.
You know, as a QB, I'm going to note that in the back of my head. That was a heck of a break. Knocks the ball away. DBs like that, they tend to, once they get one hand on the ball, have a pretty good beat on you and can get 2 hands on it the next time.
4th down, and on comes the punt team, and the kick's away. He's got it at the 22. And they bring him down to put a stop to that return. The Jaguars and Trevor Lawrence set to take over on offense once again. They threw it the whole way down the field on their last drive, and they'd welcome the same level of play on this series as well. It's a new set of downs for him at the 32. Out of the shotgun, they'll give it to him inside. And this run is stopped after getting up past the 35. 1st down play nets him 5. It's going to be 2nd and 5.
A humble 5 to 6 yard gain on the ground. Not a huge gain, not a game-changing play by any means, but one that keeps you on schedule and takes some of the starch out of that front 7.
Back to the well again. And he's going to bring it up to the 40-yard line before he stopped. Give him 3 yards. That's going to bring up 3rd and 2. They go play action here. Got a man, coverage lost him, complete. score! Touchdown, Jacksonville! The Jaguars take a third-quarter lead. So sensational work by the skill man there, Brock. Anytime you can make your quarterback look that good, you know he appreciates it.
That's a quarterback's best friend, no question. But on the other side, gosh, defensively, you got to get that skill player down. Period.
Yeah.
End of story. You can't give up that much yards after catch.
Kicking team out to try the extra point. And he sends the point after right through the uprights. The Jaguars ready to send this downfield, and away it goes. This return starts at the 5. And he's brought down. The offense will come onto the field. And he finds himself across an important benchmark for yards this season after that last drive. He stayed pretty busy this season, and the numbers show just that. Offense ready to begin this drive. 1st and 10. Throwing off the play fake here. Got a man. Robinson has it.
You know, you compare and contrast stats over the decades, Kate. One thing you see is the completion percentages are through the roof. In this day and age, compared to the 60s and the 70s, a big reason is just completions like that. Utilizing every one of your eligible receivers. That time, a running back in the flat.
Here we go, 2nd and 9. The ball's out, he lost it. And it's a turnover, the defense has it.
You're using this play to try for a 1st down, but also set up whatever in your back pocket for 3rd down. But you know what? Throw it all away. None of it matters now if you can't hang on to the doggone football. And the defense pounces on that one in a hurry.
The Jaguars and Brian Thomas Jr. ready for another drive on offense. And that last drive, no answer for what they were doing through the air, so expect some tighter coverage this time around. They're set up at the 35 now. Play action on 1st down. Davis there to grab it. And he gets down to the 24 before he stopped. It's a pickup of 11. And that'll be good for a Jacksonville 1st down.
And those are the completions they rely on from their passing game.
They'll keep this drive moving and come to the line for 1st and 10. Trying it right side with Etienne. And they make the stop as that play reaches the 14-yard line. They get an even 10 on that play. And that's a Jaguar 1st down.
That's pretty good right there now. You don't always expect a sizable gain when you run it on 1st down. You just want some yards to set up an easier 2nd down play. But they will take that execution every time.
Another carry for him. And he's brought down for a loss.
I talked to a bunch of different GMs, Kate, especially around draft time, and they all say the same thing. Linebackers are so hard to find. It's hard to transition from the college game that's in so much space to this game where you've got to play in a phone booth, yet have that explosiveness to chase a play on the outside down like that linebacker just did.
Lawrence throwing here. And he will score. Touchdown, Jacksonville. The Jaguars capitalize on the turnover and add to their lead. A 2nd touchdown through the air for him, Brock, and independent of the game situation, we both know he's going to be happy to leave the field with 2 of them in one game.
One touchdown, you just might be right time, right place. But 2 touchdowns in a game is always about the preparation. The separations and the preparation. It's doing that work on the practice field and knowing before the game that when my number's called, I'm going to be there to deliver.
Setting up to try the point after. And the extra point is up, and it is good. The Jaguars ready to send this downfield, and away it goes. This one's fielded at the 4-yard line. And a decent return ends as they bring him down inside the 30. The Falcons and Drake London headed back out onto the field. And I'm sure they all got a stern lecture on ball security between possessions after they fumbled it away on their last series. They'll get this drive started. 1st and 10. Here's Robinson up the middle. And he won't win the race to the outside. That run's bottled up at the line. No progress on 1st down, and that'll bring up 2nd and 10.
Not every corner in this league can make the play he just made right there. Sure, there's pure coverage guys. Not really known for their tackling, but this guy, well, he's someone who isn't afraid to stick his nose in there and make a stop.
Shotgun snap, they're gonna throw. Got a man, it's London. And he's tackled after gaining a handful.
You know what I love to say? You never go broke taking a profit, and you often gain profits when you use your eyes as a quarterback. Those hitch routes, those underneath throws, oftentimes it's the eyes of the quarterback looking downfield and then taking that short completion.
From the gun on 3rd down. To the left sideline, complete. A big play, 23 yards to move those chains.
Move the chains! Gotta move them chains! Build momentum and keep that defense on its heels.
From the 44-yard line now, 1st and 10. Off the play fake, he's going to throw. Good timing there, connecting on the comeback. And he'll be brought down here at the 23-yard line. It's a gain of 21 yards to pick up that 1st down.
I'll be honest with you, Kate. As you grow and develop as a quarterback, your arm gets stronger. These comebacks can be one of your favorite throws in your arsenal. Because if you trust yourself and you throw it before that defender breaks, you know there's yards to be had on the perimeter.
All right, set now, 1st and 10. Throwing it again here. Throw reeled in by London. And he's going to be stopped at the 17-yard line.
The goal of running that drag route is to get it to him for at least a minimal gain with space to add after that. They picked up a good chunk, and there was nearly room to add even more.
After a good pickup, they've got 2nd and 4. A run here with Robinson. And he's tackled with the 1st down yardage.
It's got to be so demoralizing as a defense when you go up against a running back who just keeps those legs churning like a piston in an engine, and that effort's contagious. This entire offense is getting a boost when he busts those tackles.
This is the end of the 3rd quarter. It's Falcons football. A nice little help for them as they trail entering the quarter. And they've got themselves another 1st and 10. Throwing from the gun here. He's got it to him yet again, and that one is caught.
Sometimes when you're just looking to move it forward, get some small yards on a throw, quarterback's best friend, security blanket. And when it's a big old tight end, that's an extra bonus.
2nd down now, 7 to go. Now it's Cousins. Into traffic, complete. And this one stopped at the 3-yard line.
You know, I often say there is a fine line between aggressiveness and carelessness. And when you throw into double coverage, well, it can go either way. That time, a tremendous catch by his receiver on the other end.
1 yard, all that's needed. This is 3rd and inches. They'll try and pick this up on the ground. And he's in. It's an Atlanta touchdown. The Falcons make it a 1-score game. It's a Bijan Robinson touchdown. It's what every player who scores a touchdown wants to do, Brock. He wants to get right back there and put another 6 on the board.
I've never met an NFL player content with 1 end zone trip in a game.
Nope.
Yeah, if you're content, you're not making it to this league. You get one, you're instantly thinking of another, and the fortunate few are able to actually deliver on it.
That one right down the middle. And they're a point closer now on the scoreboard. Just like that, we're back to a 1-possession ball game as the kickoff is away. This one's fielded at the 4-yard line. And that's where they'll begin the drive following the return. And last drive, he reached one of those numbers that everyone looks at as a benchmark after the season ends, Brock. Quite the year that he's put together, finding the end zone. They're out and set, 1st and 10. They'll try it left with ETN. And they beat him to the edge. That run stopped back at the line. Call it no gain on that run, and they face 2nd and 10.
So close to a big loss of yards for those guys up front. 1 second sooner, and they got a tackle behind the line. But a stop to celebrate nonetheless.
Shotgun snap, looking to throw. Short pass, caught by his tight end. And that's good yardage there with a new set of downs to boot.
From a great throw to a nice route and catch to moving the chains, there wasn't a whole lot not to like about that amazing play.
New set of downs for him from the 46. Why not go back to it again if it's working? Complete.
Well, the odds aren't great when you throw into double coverage. Normally you see one of the defenders make a play on the ball. 2 men nearby, and that's a missed opportunity for the coverage to make an impact play.
After a good pickup, they've got 2nd and 4. A give right side, here's Bigsby. And he's dropped just short of the marker, maybe a yard away. Third and a lone yard coming up. Simple dive up the middle. And that short gain is enough for a new set of downs.
There wasn't a lot there for him, but he did what he needed to do. Go get that first down. Picked up the short gain, didn't risk a big loss. Looking for a bigger lane elsewhere.
From the 44-yard line now, 1st and 10. They give it to him again. Give him a few yards on that run. It's 2nd and 7. ETN again. And once again, he doesn't manage much before getting brought down. Just 1 yard on the play, though. That leaves him with 3rd down and 6 to go. Shotgun snap, looking to throw. He has the first over the middle. And he works this to the 15 before they make the stop. That one goes for 25 yards. And that'll be good for a Jacksonville 1st down.
You know, it sure seems like he knew exactly where he was going with that before the snap. That's a pre-snap decision that led to a post-snap 1st down.
Offense set for a 1st and 10. From the red zone now. This throw is caught. And this is down all the way to the 3. It's a real solid pickup, 12 yards, and it rewards him with a 1st and goal.
Boy, they sure found the right route at the right time to hit the soft spot in that coverage. And that slant, it goes for big yardage.
4 downs now to get in. Here's 1st and goal. It's a design boot. Almost had 6, but can't find him in the end zone. Incomplete.
I'm just going to say maybe not the guy you want to pick on in coverage on this particular series. Gets a hand on that throw and knocks it away. The next time, well, he could get 2 hands on it and take it the other way.
So the incompletion on 1st. Here's 2nd and goal. They'll try and punch it in. And he pushed for it, but they managed to stop him at the 2. It'll be a gain of only 1 on 2nd, so that brings up 3rd and goal from the 2.
Yeah, that defense was flying to the ball. You see that outside toss. This is a pursuit drill that they work on over and over again. Get to that toss before it can really get started.
3rd down from the gun. He couldn't hang on, Brock. It looked like a touchdown, but it slips right through his hands, and now it's 4th down.
I'm not sure if he was hearing footsteps or he just had a surprise break in concentration. It's so unusual at this level to see a drop pass unless there's a hit involved.
Oh, they'll try and run it in. And he's in for the score. Touchdown, Jacksonville. The Jaguars take a 13-point lead. Travis Etienne, the touchdown. So, Brock, they take a gamble, and it pays off with a big touchdown on 4th and goal.
And they do it on the ground as well, and that just speaks volumes. That's confidence that you can own this line of scrimmage, and your back will see a lane and will get the job done. That just infuses your team and your sidelines with so much confidence.
They'll try this extra point. And the kick is good. The Jaguars ready to send this downfield, and away it goes. This return starts at the 5. And he's brought down. The offense will come onto the field. Onto the field runs the Atlanta offense. They're up by 2 scores, Brock, but we've got some time left, so they still need to mount a drive here. Drive starts out with a 1st and 10. Here's Cousins now. He'll get this complete to Pitts. And he'll get taken down after advancing this to the 37.
That can be a hopeless feeling when you fire a curl route right into zone coverage perfectly like that. Unless that curl happens to be right next to where one of your guys is sitting, that pass can hum in there and there's nothing this defense can do.
2nd and 1. Got a man open, complete. And they get there to take him down right around the 41. It's a gain of 22. And it's good for an Atlanta 1st down.
Well, that's a game that has its roots in preparation during the week. That's Monday, Tuesday, Wednesday kind of stuff. Identifying ways to target the coverage and creating opportunities for big completions.
First and 10 from the 41. Throwing off the play fake here. An alert play defensively there. He got a hand on it to tip it away, and that makes it 2nd down.
I think we're seeing why this defense likes him in coverage. He reacts so well to throws and is even more adept in breaking up those passes.
No dice on that prior pass. Here's 2nd down. Looking to throw, Cousins. Couldn't connect right side. It's incomplete. Not on the same page that time. And that's going to leave him with a tough 3rd and long.
You really want those throws to be like clockwork for your offense. Every team needs to hit passes in that short to intermediate range to effectively move the ball.
Here he is on 3rd and long. And he's not going to escape this. The Jets drop him. And the defense comes through to back him up ahead of 4th down.
Kate, I've seen a one-step drop. I've seen a 3, a 5, a 7. Some of the boots and play actions get more depth, but a 20-step drop? That's not going to cut it, except for this defense that just adds a whole bunch of negative yards to that play.
Punt team on the field. It'll be Bradley Pinion doing the honors. And this will fly out of bounds to deny a return. They're going to mark it a little before the 20. Now outruns their offense to take over. And all the touchdowns are sure going to catch some eyes around the league, but sure not unexpected for those of us who saw how well he was throwing it back when he got his first couple of scores.
Yeah, and if anything, he's only continued to improve and play better as this defense tried and failed to find any way to slow him down.
And the drive will start out with a 1st and 10. Out of the gun, they'll look to throw. This is hauled in by Ingram. And he's up to the 35-yard line as they reel him in. It's a 13-yard play, and that's enough for the 1st.
Yeah, these in cuts maybe aren't the hardest throws from a degree of difficulty, Kate, but it does take some courage as a quarterback to throw into congested spaces, but it can pay big dividends.
Now Lawrence. He's going to push one deep down the right. He had it for a moment, but a great defensive play to jar it loose. Incomplete. Christian Kirk, the intended receiver. And we'll see what they do here on 2nd down.
You know, that was almost a nice chunk play before he was able to recover and provide the hit that dislodges the football. You like to see that physical edge and scrappiness to contest any kind of shot plays deep.
And not much doing. He stopped quickly. Only a yard for him that time, so now 3rd and 9. Back now, pressure on its way. That's caught for the first. And he's able to get this down to the 36. He'll move the sticks after ripping off a gain of 28.
This is one of those times, Kate, where I got to put my glasses on up in the booth and realize the line between receiver and tight end is so easily blurred. Why? Because this guy can run. He showed it before the catch with a great route, and he showed it even more so with the yards after catch.
First down, ball at the 36. Now it's Lawrence. They dump it off to the back. And he's brought down at the line.
You know, I've learned over the years, defensively, they call that the camera club. How many different guys can get rallying to the football? So that last shot you see on camera, you see as many defenders keeping that to a 0-yard gain. That's well done defensively.
2nd and 10 now. Got a man over the middle. Complete. And it's good yardage, but they tackle him short of the sticks. Third and just 2 to go. Motion man is the tight end here, going left. Throwing now, 3rd and 2. He finds the open man there, complete. And he will score. Touchdown, Jacksonville. The Jaguars stretch their lead to a 3-score advantage. 3 touchdown catches in one game is rare air, Brock. Safe to say most guys who retire can name every time they did that here in the NFL.
Yeah, I hope he remembers it, but also remember this. Receivers, they're a dependent position. They're dependent on the guys doing their job up front. They're dependent on the quarterback putting it on the spot. And usually, when you reach a milestone like this, you love to share it with everybody else. And my guess, especially if they could find a way to win this one, is this receiver will celebrate it with all of his guys.
Now they'll try to knock the extra point through. And he sends the point after right through the uprights. The Jaguars ready to send this downfield, and away it goes. Return coming from the 6. And he's brought down. The offense will come onto the field. And as they keep going to him, he's now across 200 yards in what's become one of the most productive games he's had so far in his career. Offense ready to begin this drive. 1st and 10. Cousins. That one is incomplete. Couldn't hang on through the contact. Tough one to retain through that hit. And it sets up 2nd down.
Making it harder than it needs to be right there. Just get the catch first. Guarantee some yards. And then worry about escaping the defenders and getting upfield.
Back to throw. Cousins. Finds his man en route, complete. And that's good yardage with a new set of downs.
It takes a certain level of fearlessness, craziness to work over the middle of the field in this league. You're fighting through guys as you go, and all the while you know you could take a lick at any time.
1st down now, ball at the 39-yard line. Throwing is Cousins. Defender arrives right as the ball does, and the hit knocks it free. Incomplete. Couldn't find Kyle Pitts on that throw. So it's 2nd down coming up.
You know, anytime you see a player tapping his chest, I'm not a great lip reader, but I know exactly what that says. My bad. My fault. Quarterback delivers him a good ball. He knows that's one he should have caught.
Off the play fake, he's going to throw. He'll get this complete to Mooney. And they're going to bring him down just on the other side of midfield. It's a gain of 12 there. And the Falcons will have a first.
This really isn't a route designed for a lot of yards, Kate. You're just trying to get a small handful and move on to the next down. Stay in rhythm. But anytime you can work some magic after the catch and stretch it out, those are welcome bonus yards.
Now it's Cousins. Fires over the middle, caught. And he's able to reach the 40 on that play.
Well, nothing very fancy about that. That's just a textbook curl route. I think they were running curl routes last century, and it's a play that works a high percentage of the time then, just like it did now.
Nice spot here for the offense. It's 2nd and 1. They are throwing it again. He's got it, room to run. And they get this down to the 28. Pickup of 12 on that play. And it's good for an Atlanta first down. And someone has officially flown higher than the Dutchman, Brock. That completion pushes him past Norm Van Brocklin for the most passing yards in a game in NFL history. The mark of 554 yards has stood resolute since back in 1951, and 7 decades later, someone has finally topped it. All set up now for 1st and 10. From the gun, it's Robinson. And he'll only find 1 yard up the gut, 2nd down.
Okay, this is why you got to be careful to just run it always on 1st down. You got to break your tendencies. The casual fan, well, that casual fan knew what was coming, but more importantly, this defensive front did too.
Offense in the hurry up here. Here we go, 2nd and 9. That one's complete to London. And they get this all the way down to the 16-yard line. 12 yards on that play, and a good call nets him the first. Moving quickly, trying to get set again. First down from the red zone. This throw is caught. And he has it down to the 8-yard line on the play. Well, partner, maybe not the record that most people think of when it comes to quarterbacks, but it's certainly an impressive accolade for him. The most completions in a single game.
Yeah, it feels like this was communicated beforehand, right in the play. And listen, we're running everything through you. You're carrying us. And to his credit, this quarterback brought his A game, some of the best throws of his career. There was almost no resistance offered against a rush that came off the line ready to maul anything in sight. It was all the QB could do to get rid of that before he gets absolutely clobbered.
So after that prior incompletion, we've got 3rd down. To the air, Cousins. And he just gets rid of this one, but unfortunately, that means 4th down coming up.
QBs, well, they're a lot like the great shooters in the NBA. Hey, listen, sometimes you're going to miss. You just got to shake it off and keep shooting away.
Offense still staying out after the incompletion. They're going to try on 4th. Here's Cousins now. He finds him beyond the marker. And he's able to get it to the 2 before the stop. They come through with 6 yards there, Brock, and they're rewarded with a new set of downs.
Oh, I love 4th downs. It just brings out the very best, and you get to see how you handle the most pressure, and it turns out, well, they handled it pretty darn well, and now they'll keep pushing.
That's the 2-minute warning here from Atlanta. Falcons hoping to make it look a little better before time runs out. They'll break the huddle and come up on 1st and goal. Here's Cousins. And they will score. It's an Atlanta touchdown. The Falcons take a small chunk off that lead. They were throwing for it there, and they didn't care who knew about it, Brock. And it turns out, hey, nothing was going to stop them either.
Yeah, there's something about an empty formation. You are declaring to a defense, other than QB draw, this ball is going to be in the air. But at the same time, You also force the defense's hand. There's only so many coverages they can play, and they just exposed them.
That one splits the uprights. And they're a point closer now on the scoreboard. This one not quite over just yet. They've got 3 timeouts at their disposal, but really need to make the unexpected recovery here. And this is covered by the Jaguars. And he takes it just inside the 40, down to the 39. And like we've seen from him before, Brock, he got a good game going early through the air and kept the pressure up from then on. He's still taking it to him now as we work through this second half. First down now, ball at the 39-yard line. He'll give this up the middle to ETN. And he won't win the race to the outside. That run's bottled up at the line. The Falcons spend the first of their 3 timeouts. And they still have 2 available for them as we approach the end of this game. Second and 10, need to get some positive yardage here. Back-to-back carries here. And he won't salvage that. It's a loss on the play. Timeout called by Atlanta. That's going to be at second. And they'll have just 1 left to burn now. Defense looking to defend the marker on 3rd down. Inside handoff goes to ETN. And they bring him down around the 34. The Falcons take a timeout to their final 1. As they'll get together and discuss with 4th down coming up. Cam Little now to try the Jags field goal. From the right hash, this is going to be a 51-yarder. Has the distance, but headed well left. No good. And the lead stays frozen at 14.
Well, they're still in great shape to win this game, Kate. Don't tell the kicker that. You know he's bummed with every miss. But with that miss, still 2-touchdown game, and 1 more stop here can very much end things.
And he's been reading the coverage, dare I say, Brock, even better than his quarterback has all game. I mean, he just continues to find openings and make plays in this second half. The Falcons in good field position here as they start out 1st and 10. Looking to throw it. Got a man, it's London. And he pushes this down to the 42 before going down. That play good for 17 and a 1st down.
Well, that one was drawn up and delivered beautifully, efficiently. If it's not circled on the call sheet already, you better believe it is now.
Now the Falcons trying to get everyone up and set here. Throwing now. Big catch made, and he got both feet in. That'll go for an 18-yard gain. And the Falcons will have a 1st.
They've run this 12-yard out route, Kate, at the combine, well, all the way back to last century when I had to throw it. In this throw, this is a big boy throw. This is a differentiator. Can you make that deep out throw on time, on rhythm, and accurately? Well, that was teaching tape right there.
He had it for a moment, but a great defensive play to jar it loose. Incomplete.
I think if you look up in phase in the defensive encyclopedia, that is a picture-perfect form of it. He was all over him in coverage, really forcing the incompletion.
Couldn't connect on first. It's second down. To throw. And that's nearly intercepted, but couldn't hang on. Just a harmless incompletion. It's third down.
Well, that's not the uniform you want to see almost bringing it in. They are so fortunate to have another shot down here after the near pick.
No connection on the last play, and now it's third down. Now to throw. That's caught for the first. And they will score. It's an Atlanta touchdown. The Falcons lower the deficit to a single possession. Kyle Pitts with a touchdown. His third through the air this game. Coup on now for the extra point. That one right down the middle. And they're a point closer now on the scoreboard. So down inside the final minute, they're ready to try the onside kick. And the Jaguars recover the onside kick. That should all but clinch this victory for them.
No question they wanted the ball back late, but you don't see many of these recovered by the kicking team in the NFL. You see even fewer recovered when they're actually expecting it, like they certainly were right there.
And he has continued to own this defense and keep on throwing that football, partner, making this performance one that he's going to remember, but as you like to say, the defense will probably rather forget. From the 44-yard line now, 1st and 10. And they'll take a knee.
There's still some time to bleed off the clock, but the important factor is that the defense is helpless to stop it. You could just run that clock down as far as you're able and take off every single second.
Second down, probably going to see him kneel it again here. And he takes a knee.
Nothing left to do now, Kate, but celebrate on one side and watch on hopelessly from the other. What a hard-fought effort to get to this spot, and now you can enjoy the victory.
So the Jaguars, the visitors in this one, but they take home the win. And this victory is going to give them a nice shot of confidence as they work through the next couple of weeks and prepare for things to count coming up in Week 1. So for my partner Brock Heward and our entire crew, I'm Kate Scott saying this has been the NFL on EA Sports. It's a win for the Jaguars as we say goodbye from Atlanta.